acostumbrados y que hicieran colaboración con más bandas.
On which things are you inspired to these new songs that is a little different about your last recordings, and to encourage to make collaborations with other bands?
I think always the inspiration comes like the last 2-3 years back. You know, stuff that we have experienced, stuff that happened in the world. You know, a war in Ukraine started. That has a huge impact on all of us. Like, people are feeling a bit restless and scared and all that kind of thing. So I think, you know, with this new little heavier sound, it kind of matches that feeling. And without the collaborations, you know, we love to do those. Last album we had a chance to work with Charles Ans, the Mexican rapper. And now on this one, you just heard a couple of features there, and you know, it's really great. We'll have a guy from the Funeral Portrait, Lee Jennings, joining us on the song Weirdo that you just heard. And those guys are great. They're going to be touring us with in Europe, the tour later this year. And we're happy to have new friends in the music world with these guys. And yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah.
That was a great answer.
Por acá tenemos una pregunta, ¿no?
Hi, my name is Danny. Nice to meet you guys. This is the first time that I meet you like so close, I think. And I would like to ask about this last song, Weirdo. For example, I got this feeling that all time that you guys write a song, it's like you're writing my life, you know? Actually, this song breaking me to tears. And I want to ask, who is this question like? Who do you want me to be? To a person or to the life?
Oh, that's a deep one. A good question. I think you could address that question, you know, when you're younger, maybe to your parents, or, you know, maybe there's pressure from your parents. They would like you to be a doctor, or, you know, and it's like you have to succeed in life, and, you know, and maybe also nowadays, of course, social media is getting you a lot of pressure, like, this is the way you should look like, this kind of nose, and this kind of, you know, alpha male chin line, or whatever shit, you know, and there's a lot of, you know, you're supposed to be successful, you have investments, you know, before you're 25, blah blah blah. You know, it's like, that's not true, and you shouldn't even know what you want to do when you grow up. When you're 30, you can still just like hang around and like just like maybe you'll never find out. You know? We feel like we're still on our way somewhere. I mean, we make music and that's our life, but still as people we can grow and learn more, and like we'll never be finished.
Thank you.
Another good here.
Hi guys. So glad to have you back, and I would like to ask, how has Emppu changed, like, the whole energy of the group? Like, how have you adapted to that, or was it organic? Because I did feel like very, very different energy the last time you were here, that you played at Pepsi Center. The show was like what we are used to, but different, and I really enjoyed that. It made me, it was a hard time for me, and you just pulled me out of that place, as you usually do. But I would like to know, like, your perspective on integrating here, and of course you integrating to the band. Like, how has it happened?
Yeah, I can say from our side, you know, we are so glad to, you know, have Emppu with us. Like, everything was kind of fixed when you came in the band. You know, we didn't even realize how many issues we had within the band. And, you know, the chemistry wasn't right. There were some, a lot of stuff. But I don't want to go too deep into that. But like, you know, like sometimes if you're in a relationship, you just don't want to give up, and you try to make it work and try to make it work. But sometimes that's not the right thing to do, because you yourself, you suffer, but everyone else around you suffers. Like, sometimes it's better just quit, and like, this is what we did. And then you came in, and then all of a sudden, like, you brought the joy back, and like the passion and everything. So we're very, very happy to have you.
I'm very, very happy to be in this band. So, for me,
Emppu!
thank you. Great question, and I think it was very like organic, very natural, felt so easy. The things that I kind of was nervous about wasn't these guys. You're amazing, and I totally fit in the group, but the opinions and comments from media and fans. And I thought about it. Someone asked me, is it like nerve-wracking and crazy to try to fill such a big boots and try to like be a part of such a successful band? But I always said that I have to just be myself, and that's the only way to succeed. Just be yourself and hope everyone can see it. And for you guys, I have to say thank you, because I was also a bit nervous that the fans wouldn't react so warmly. Like,
¿Quién se anima con la siguiente pregunta? La siguiente es esa.
It's such an honor to be in front of you. I mean, you're just my idol since I got like 11 years. So, my question is, do you have a favorite song for the album, and why? Why do you?
you heard my favorite song. I have to say Banksy. Yeah, it's gonna be a kick-ass live song. Yeah.
I've been feeling this song, Break These Chains. Like, we played it a few times on the tour. We played 5 weeks in the US, like in May. And whenever we played that song, it's like something about it. Like, I can't explain, like, you know, what goes between us and the audience, that kind of like, wow. And when the final last chorus comes, it's like fucking, the place exploded. Like, it was really nice. And even those people, I don't think they knew that song that well. You know, we were just supporting this other band on that tour. But that song, like, it was the first time they heard it, but still it had that something. So I like that.
Okay, the last question.
Hi guys. Well, now I have 34. I follow you since I was 13. You really changed my life, and the question is, how do you feel as a band to change how many lives, like 1,000 lives, in all your story being the Rasmus?
Thank you so much for telling us that. I kind of just recently realized the power of that. Like you know, we have been existing for a long time, and I think, just I told you yesterday, like, my life has been more like, I gotta be honest, but I've been thinking about myself and me and me and me. And maybe you do that when you're younger, but now I've sort of understood that, you know, this has much more to do than just us. You know, you are part of this journey with us. You know, you are part of our band in a way. You know, and we all share these things together. And I really, when I sang in that Weirdo song, I'm singing like, I'm just a weirdo, I'll never be a hero. But in fact, I am a hero. You know, like, you know, there's so many. Yeah. Thank you.
Just last question. Here. Hi. Thank you so much for coming back. You're always giving so much love to Mexico, and we really appreciate it. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be recording myself, but I can't. So, and it's been 21 years that you came in here for the first time. And most of us, I mean, it's a collective feeling that we grew up with you. Actually, yes, we grew along. She was 13, I was 12. The very first time I saw your beautiful green eyes, and
She said, "You have green eyes?"
So what I really want to say is, do you remember that feeling coming here 21 years ago and you saw the huge line in Plaza Universidad when you made the sign? So many memories in here, I know. So is it the same feeling every time you come here in Mexico and see all your fans and everybody, but we love you? And that's part of the question. And for Emppu, you're coming here, I think this is your second time here in Mexico?
No.
I've been before.
I'm nervous. It's your fourth time here in Mexico. And how do you feel the energy of Mexican people? I think that's very different from other fans in the country, in the whole world. I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, first. Yes, you have the reputation of being like super awesome audience, but it's also true. We can feel it and we can see it, and the live shows here are always special. And yeah, I played one show before I joined this band, but it's such a long time ago. But in Mexico City. Yeah, I love this country.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, and it was really love at first sight when we came here 21 years ago for the first time in Mexico, and we played that little shows, like little but kind of cool big shows at that time in Salon 21. And ever since we've been coming back, but also I could feel, like, of course after all these years, but I've noticed the devotion and that like dedication of the Mexican fans. That you don't just forget stuff, like you make really like deep commitments. You know, it's unbelievable.
We love you.
We
Thank you so much, guys. So, vamos a comenzar.